this is Larry here, and this is the new Profundity or MC-75 expansion pack for Star Wars Armada.
It is the new sexy Rebel flagship.
Yes.
From Rogue One for all of you
Yep.
who did not catch what we were referencing earlier.
No, everyone who didn't know.
There was a movie that came out.
What?
Several years ago.
I mean,
yes.
like a year ago.
Not that long ago. All right, so here we go. We got the Profundity. It is beautiful.
Yeah.
We're going to flip this guy over.
This is the new large ship, the large flagship for Rebels.
Mm-hmm.
Admiral. For the Rebel Alliance, not the show Rebels.
This is true.
Commanded by Admiral Raditz.
Mm-hmm.
And it's got some really cool new tricks.
And we are going to tear into this guy and open it up. Okay, first of all, Abe, I'm going to let you enjoy that.
All right.
For all of everybody.
So here we go, guys. This is a big ship. It feels like it's bigger than the MC-80. At least because it's got some more parts coming off of it and stuff. But let's get it out of here. But it's kind of a very unique design with lots of little fiddly bits. So you can see it here. It's got the big spire coming down here with the command blister down here. That's actually the bridge down there, I believe. And then you've got this other big part up here. And then you've got the hangar bay you can see there. So this is a really coolly designed ship.
There. Alright, look at that, guys.
Which was apparently originally the administrative tower on Raditz's home plant or home city. They put a bunch of engines onto it and shot it into space and turned it into a battleship.
Sounds good.
Yep. Because I guess that's how
the place to put the
that's
base.
how the Moncal do.
Right. They're just like, that could be in space.
Yeah.
Like at some point, whenever you're building it, that's like how you know you've arrived is when you're building it space worthy.
Yes. They're like, oh yeah, totally.
So that would work in space.
Yeah.
All right. So there it is. Beautiful model. Looks great. We're gonna put that aside.
I guess it was like this, and it was just some tower. I don't really know why.
In the water.
In the water. Who knows anymore.
Our cards that comes with all Armada things. You get the ship, you get how everything works, you get all of the different tokens that comes with. We'll get to those. All right, I'm gonna put that aside.
I feel like this part could have been added later. Like it almost feels like this is a sleeve that comes off, right?
It's the armored sleeve. That's what makes it space worthy.
So maybe they put that onto the tower. But did the tower have a hangar bay in it before it was launched?
Like you get with Armada. This is a large ship, so you have your base and all of your command cups. We all know what that is. And then we have all of the actual meat and potatoes of the upgrade. We're going to start up. We're going to break this into two different chunks here for you guys live. First, we're going to go over
thick cardboard,
and then little cardboard. All right. So the first thing we have is there's two of these.
Yep.
We'll go put those right there.
So over here we get your speed dial and all of your shields and tokens and things like that. So that's pretty standard. You do have some new raid tokens as well as chaff tokens, which we'll get into. And then over here you have the actual base of the ship. So this comes with both the MC-75 assault cruiser and the ordnance cruiser.
And then you get your command dial.
Your command dials and all that. And this, it's a pretty interesting. It's definitely still has a big broadside here.
Yeah, big broadsides. You get from all the
you get from them, but it also has a very strong front arc. And a wider front arc than some of the other MCs. So it's really weak in the rear arc, as you can see, but has a mix of the broadside and forward firepower. So it's kind of a mix between the regular MC-80 1 class and the Liberty class.
All right, we're going to get these guys out of here. And now we're going to show you the actual ships.
All right.
We'll go take a look at these. We don't have we'll let Abe take you away and talk about what's up with these guys.
So you get two versions. The cheaper one is going to be the MC-75 Ordnance Cruiser. It's got 9 hull, making it a very tough rebel ship, a brace, a redirect, and 2 contains. So the contains are kind of whatever, but giving it a brace and a redirect makes it a decent defensive ship there. Then it comes with a 1 black dice anti-squadron attack. It's 3 command, so like most large ships. 2 squadron, this is not a carrier at all, and 4 engineering, so still good engineering. It does have movement up to 3, and decent flexibility within that, especially the 2-click movement 1 makes it a very maneuverable slow ship. It can do turns there. You've got 4, 3, and 3 for shields, so this is, again, still meant to be a front-facing ship in a lot of ways, but tough shields, just like all Armada call ships. And then this is going to be an interesting mix. On the sides, each side has 3 red and 2 black. So still a really strong broadside, and that's where its long-range firepower is. So this is a ship that's designed to kind of stay on the broadside at long range, maybe using Akbar if you wanted to take him. But then at close range, it's got a front with 2 blue and 2 black, and 3 black. So the front arc is a close range arc. The rear arc is also 2 black. So this is a ship that has different arcs for different ranges, which is something we haven't really seen before. Now, what makes this really a powerful and unique ship, and why it's called an ordnance cruiser, is it's got 2 ordnance upgrade slots.
Wow.
So it can carry
That's rough.
a lot of missiles. You can do advanced proton torpedoes and concussion missiles. You can do expanded launchers, all kinds of crazy things to really make this a deadly ship. And while it will have long-range firepower, it can get murder in the brawl zone when it gets up close. And it's fast enough to get close, too. You've also got the defensive and offensive retrofit slots, as well as a weapons team slot there. So you can get ordnance crews to reroll all your black dice, which is probably what you want to do. Or you can fire twice with weapons teams. So really strong ship. This is at 100 points, so it's a pretty decent bargain for a giant ship. Then you have the armored cruiser, 104 points. This is a little more of a long-range ship here. Stats as far as movement and defenses are very similar, though it has a blue and a black anti-squadron, which is great. And then it does go up to 3 squadron as well. So this is a little more of a carrier. It can act as one. 4, 3, and 3 for shields as well. The sides, though, swap those black dice for blue dice, so its sides are 2 red and 2 blue, making this really a medium to long range fire ship on the side. And then its front is 3 blue and 2 black, so still a close range brawler, but not quite as much as the ordnance cruiser. Its rear is a blue and a black, so it does have a lot more range on this ship overall. This is a ship that really wants to be a medium range, throwing a lot of dice with a little extra punch if you get close. This ship runs really just like every upgrade you could possibly want.
I was going to say it has 7 slots with no duplicates. This is just it is the jack of all trades upgrade slot.
Yeah, so you've got turbo lasers, ion cannons, and ordnance upgrade slot. So you can give it whatever you want. You've got offensive and defensive retrofits. You've got the ordnance teams or weapon teams slot there, and the commander. So really the only thing it doesn't have is it can't take like engine techs to make it go even faster like the Liberty can. But this is really solid ships that have a good mix of long range and then can be devastating at close range, have some tricks to get to close range, and have just amazing upgrade bonds. Let's talk about the upgrades. Let's see what we got there.
All right, we're gonna lay these out. We're gonna put these here. We're gonna lay them all out, and then we will move these once to get these all nice and lined up for you guys on camera. We have, and then there are 2 of those, right? So we have 13 different cards, and then let me just spread all these out, and then we're going to take a look really quick. We're going to just move these about.
So surprising, absolutely no one. This is an expansion that heavily focuses on characters and themes from Rogue One, seeing as the ship is from Rogue One. So Admiral Raddus is the new Rebel Alliance commander who comes from Rogue One. He is a 26-point admiral, and he is one of the most interesting, if not the most interesting, admiral in the entire game.
Okay.
So before you deploy your fleets, you may set aside 1 other friendly ship. At the start of any round, you may deploy the ship at distance 1 of a friendly ship. That ship cannot be deployed overlapping squadrons and cannot be the first ship to activate that round. So what this means is you can do a hyperspace assault. You can hold one of your ships in reserve. That can in fact be
a big scary
ship. And then you can run your CR-90 up into the middle of the enemy fleet and then drop this guy in their rear arc at point blank range. Now he can't activate first.
Sure.
So they will have a chance to react to that. But that is still a really scary thing to do to people. So letting you just drop big ships wherever you feel like gives you unparalleled tactical flexibility and makes you very unpredictable to the enemy. Then you've got Bail Organa. This is a unique Rebel commander for medium or large ships only.
Right here.
After you're deploying fleets, you may place one round token on this card at the start of the ship phase of the round matching that round token. If you are the second player, you must activate. If you are the first player, you may gain up to 2 command tokens of your choice. So basically, this lets you steal the initiative on one turn. If the enemy normally is going first, because you're the second player, on that one round that you pick, you get to be the first player, basically. That's a really great ability. And it does double up. If you happen to be the first player anyway, you can get some free tokens. So, strong card, great for manipulating turn order, and doing some cool things there. You've got General Draven. His card orders you to kill Jin's father. And then you all feel morally conflicted about it, but don't actually do it. And that's the only ability he does.
Oh, wait, no.
No, okay.
No.
So he has a 3-point upgrade card again. While attacking a squadron with counter or intel, add 1 dice of any color to your attack pool. So this is a really great ability, especially when you're fighting Imperials that have a lot of ships with counter in them. You can, say, throw in a red dice into your attack pool, which could give one of these MCs, for instance, a blue, black, and red dice anti-squadron attack. And that can be really devastating. So he's a great anti-squadron upgrade for Rebel ships. You got the Strategic Advisor. This is a unique, non-faction-specific upgrade. The Chimera upgrade gets it also. Basically, it's a large ship only, and when it is your turn to activate, you may exhaust this card to pass your turn. The opponent has to activate. So this is a great way of delaying, letting the opponent move, and you watching what's going on. Then you've got Katekin and Sholan. Their weapons team for Rebels, unique. When attacking, you may exhaust this card to reroll any number of dice of 1 color. So, not bad. You get some rerolls if you want. I think there are better ways of getting rerolls, and that's an important slot to use, but definitely an option you could take. Jin is going to be one of your boarding cards. She takes up your offensive and your weapon team upgrade slot for 4 points. When you reveal a command, you may discard a squadron dial or token, and this card, choose 1 enemy ship at close range. If that ship has no raid tokens, it gains 2 raid tokens of your choice. If that ship has any objective tokens, you may also gain 1 objective token. So raid tokens prevent the enemy from taking certain commands and tokens, so that's a really powerful ability, and you can get victory points off of this, which is pretty cool. Early warning systems is a very powerful defensive upgrade we've seen. Also in the Chimera upgrades box, it's 7 points. At the start of each ship phase, you may choose one of your hull tokens, or one of your hull zones, and mark it with the chaff token. And then basically any squadrons or ships that are attacking that zone, it gets obscured again, so they're going to lose a dice. So this is great for taking down swarms of small ships attacking your big ship, or making it harder. Heavy ion emplacements. This is an ion upgrade, so again, these ships can take them. It is 9 points, so it is an expensive ion upgrade. You can spend a blue crit and exhaust this card. If you do so, the defending hull zone and each adjacent hull zone lose 1 shield. So that's pretty good. You can chip off 3 extra shields on the enemy, basically. So not a bad thing at all. Wide area barrage. This is another pretty great upgrade. This is going to be an ordnance upgrade for 2 points, so it's cheap too. And remember, you do have 2 ordnance upgrades on some of these ships, and some really big options. You spend a black crit if the defender is a ship. Choose 1 other ship or squadron at close range of the defender, and that ship or squadron suffers damage equal to half of the total number of black hit icons in your attack pool rounded up. So most of your time, you're only going to be able to get about, I think you max out at like 6 or 7 black dice in any one attack. So it's not going to be a crazy amount. It's going to be able to do at most like 3 to 4 damage, probably most of the time 2 damage, but being able to throw 2 or 3 damage onto a nearby ship or squadron is really great to finish off injured squadrons. And because this isn't an attack against them, they don't get to spend command tokens, so a squadron or a flotilla can't scatter against this. They just take that damage straight up.
Oh, that's how you deal with
aces. So it is really good for dealing with aces. It's really good for dealing with flotillas, or putting just that extra damage you need on a ship.
Nice.
Ordnance pods. This is another good ordnance upgrade for 3 points. It is a medium or large ships only. At the end of your attack step, you may exhaust this card and choose one of your hull zones. Then perform an attack from that hull zone with an anti-squadron armament of 1 black dice, even if you've already attacked from the zone this turn. And because it's an anti-squadron attack, you do get to attack again all the squadrons in that arc. So you can, for instance, do your blue-black attack out of the armored cruiser, and then again out of that same thing, make a third attack using ordnance pods, using 1 black dice. And if you have something like, for instance, General Draven, he does benefit that because it is an attack. So comboing that against a counter squadron in 1 hull zone, you could make a blue, black, and red attack, and then follow that up with a black and red attack, which is really great at clearing out squadrons. And then you do have 3 title upgrade cards, lastly, for the MC-75, or that come with this. You have the Aspiration title card. That's going to be a 3-point title. When you deploy this ship, you may move shields. To up to 2 of your hull zones from your other hull zones. If you do this, the number of shields in a zone cannot exceed the maximum of 6. You cannot recover shields while any hull zone is greater than its maximum shield value. So this lets you rearrange your shields. Remember, you've got 4, 3, 3, and 3. So if you want to, say, take 1 from each of your sides and put them on your front to give you 6, you can do that as needed before the game starts. You wouldn't be able to recover any of the zones until the front goes back down, so you don't get to go. You can't recover back up to 6. But you can move some stuff around, and that's a really great with ships like this, especially if you're deploying it to move kind of in this pattern. With the enemy being on this side, more as a broadside ship, you don't really need the shields on this side. You can go ahead and pop them over to this side and really do some cool tactical options there. Then you've got the Profundity. That's the title ship of the fleet. And this is another really crazy ship upgrade at 7 points. Before deploying fleet, you may set aside 1 small ship with a command value of 1. So your CR-75, 95s, things like that. Your RAM ships. At the start of any round, you may deploy the set aside ship up to distance 1 of the Profundity, and you may unequip 1 of the officer cards from the Profundity and put it to that small ship if able. So what this means you can do is you can have 1 small ship, for instance. Let's just do a quick example here.
Getting some ships for you.
You can have 1 small ship flying around here. At the beginning of your turn, you could use Raditz to drop in the Profundity over here, and then have another small ship pop off of the Profundity.
Ugh.
So you can drop 2 ships on the same turn. Now the Raditz's ship that he brings in, like the large ship, can't act first, but this small ship could activate first. Could perhaps even run a front and block an enemy ship from moving away from the Profundity, causing a ram and then letting the Profundity fire into their rear, or any kind of combination of that. So
that's mean.
Together, Raditz and the Profundity give you some real crazy flexibility and just allow you to drop ships all over the place. Lastly, you have the Mon Calamari Exodus fleet. So this is for MC ships only.
Also not unique.
It is not unique, but this can be the MC-75, both the MC-80 Liberty and the MC-80 1 class, as well as the MC-30. So there's a lot of ships that can take these, and that's going to be the MC Arubish there. It's a 5-point non-unique title upgrade, and its ability does, you can spend, when you give an engineering order, you may choose and exhaust another copy of this card on a friendly ship at distance 1 to 4. If you do, you gain 2 additional engineering points. So by comboing a bunch of these ships together, you can really increase your engineering value on your ships and let you repair a lot of damage quickly. So that makes it a very powerful fleet overall, and gives this set value for all your other ships. And that's the MC-75 Profundity expansion.
All right, Admirals, thanks for watching.
Click to subscribe. Check out more videos. And thanks for watching.